Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm Jeremiah, yo.
And I'm Santa Claus.
Oh, shit.
He fucking came in the studio again. All right, let's power through. This week's episode is episode number
242, which is also...
that is a prime number.
It's... yeah, we all know those even primes that people are all... It's been so elusive to mathematicians for so long.
Sometimes things are gifts for everyone.
Like 2 times 11 times 11. Actually, it turned out to be a more interesting number for all my primies out there than I thought it would be. 2 times 11 times 11. It's I don't know why that interested me.
I feel like someday in the future you're in trouble for something. You're gonna be in front of a court.
Yeah.
And they're going to pull up your internet history and be like, so what are these primies you've been talking about that follow you?
Yeah.
Well, those certainly aren't underage people. That's more of a prime mathematical thing.
Yeah.
Let me explain this to you. Let me break it down.
Yeah.
Judges love math.
That's right.
That is right, Santa Claus. You are absolutely right.
It's my prime factorization.
Welcome to the show for yet another week. If you're a first-time listener, we like to break down the show real quick before we jump into things.
Yep.
We pull the deep, dark stories from the deep, dark parts of the internet. We report them to
not the
you.
dark. Like, there's the dark web. We don't go there.
No,
There's no need to. There's all the good weird news is legal.
Every story you pulled this week, Fox News, deep, dark part of the internet.
Yes.
Actually, that's not true, but
yes.
one
story.
Story
it is definitely the whitest part of the internet. That's for sure.
We take those stories, we report them to you like any other podcast would that's newsy. And
yes,
what
that's
we
right.
like to
We're
do,
just like all the others, with nothing original or new. Have fun listening, folks. On to the show.
Jer likes to interrupt. I would give him coal, but it's destroying the environment.
Move. I'm an interrupting cow. Oh, no, that's not how the joke goes.
No. But what we like to do is take those stories, twist them into new media, like TV shows, movies, books, comic books, stand-up acts, rap songs, country songs, ska songs, Caribbean... we
haven't done a ska song, actually.
Caribbean steel drums.
Song, yeah. I definitely... Okay, you are definitely putting some out there that we have to get back to. Empty Promises, 2018, one of the last ones of 2018 we'll do. Empty Promises, make a Caribbean steel drum song out of some idea.
Ska song.
And a ska. Definitely a ska song.
No, all of it. A ska song with Caribbean steel drums.
That's it. That's a ska song. Yeah. We used to go to ska shows. Remember those days? Yeah. I don't care. Nobody cares.
I still listen to the Voodoo Glow Skulls.
Yep, that's right.
Which is kind of like ska, but harder, faster.
Yeah. Well, yeah, harder for sure. They were like that ska punky type, ska metal type stuff they had at the time.
Yep. And I enjoyed them thoroughly and still listen to them to this day.
Let's talk about things we did when we were 16.
All right.
No.
Well, I masturbated a lot to Jennifer Love Hewitt posters.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, her tits are bigger than her body.
Yeah.
Body dysmorphia, hot.
Well, getting to the bottom of fetishes. That's our fetishes I didn't want to know about segment here on Lost at Home podcast.
That girl's 1 foot, so big it could be a neck.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, those.
I mean, like a big neck, like that dude on the news who got famous because he got arrested 4 times and has a giant neck. You have to be on Reddit to follow me on that one. Scott says things no one understands. I'm gonna get him an encyclopedia so he learns facts.
Oh yes, Santa. All kids are asking for encyclopedias nowadays.
You gotta have a full set if you want to be cool.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. What if you just didn't have like the letter S? You wouldn't know about all these things that you could just maybe Google. Santa, you fucking idiot.
I don't give kids the S volume. No one needs to learn about slavery.
What about Santa, though? Like, literally, you're in that volume.
I don't exist.
Ooh, you heard it here first.
That's the myth I perpetrated. Santa,
well,
are you
okay?
Okay,
so
Santa, like,
maybe Scott needs encyclopedias. You definitely need a dictionary.
Santa needs pee.
Yeah.
I believe the word he's looking for is perpetrate.
Yes,
Santa,
perpetrate. Come on, Santa. Peppertrate? That's a fucking hilarious mispronunciation of perpetrate.
It's like when you just like put pepper in someone's house without them knowing.
Like, oh, what a prank! Also, something you can't get for the P volume.
Yeah, I got arrested for pepper trading.
Yep.
Yeah, I just kept putting uncracked peppercorns in people's pantries, and then when they noticed it, they call the cops because that's what you do when you find spices you don't recognize.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure I didn't buy these bay leaves.
Michael Bay's been here again.
Yeah, that's right. You've been
bayed.
Yeah, bayed.
You've been lightly seasoned and now have to fish shit out of a stew with tongs. Guess what? I put this one leaf in your stew. It's going to change the whole flavor in a way you won't notice. But now the stew's done, you need to take tongs and hunt for a half hour to find it. Or
someone's going to choke to death. Yeah, someone's going to choke to death. I seem to end up with a bay leaf every time.
Bay leaves are the most useless thing on earth. You know what? If they really
I don't
taste
think I've ever done a A/B comparison. I'm just like, okay, they ask for it.
Oh, no. I've cooked with and without. You can't tell the difference.
So if I just dumped an entire thing of bay leaves in...
Okay, an entire thing, maybe you would. But you're supposed to put one or two in.
One or two. Two in like a full crock pot.
Hey, you know what? If it's a spice that should add flavor, grind it. Turn into a powder, and I'll sprinkle some in to add that beautiful bay leaf flavor.
Not like ground bay?
Yeah, there's Old Bay.
That's a totally different thing. It's delicious.
Yeah, and no one cooks crab with bay leaves.
No, exactly.
Actually, if you're listening out there, go to any one of our social medias, at the Lost at Home on Twitter, Lost at Home Podcast, Facebook group or page, or just hit us up at Lost at Home Podcast. At gmail.com. Find us on any one of those. And if you've ever cooked crabs with bay leaves, I'd like to know if you just wasted a colossal amount of your time and agree with us that bay leaves are the worst spice on earth next to saffron.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I've ever cooked with saffron.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I know you do fancy stuff. Yeah.
I did 3 years cooking with saffron. And you know what I noticed?
Oh, he's got some saffron in his lungs right now.
Yeah, wow, I choked on those.
Oh, the god of saffron is not happy with you.
Well, no, I noticed it changed the color of my food slightly when it was pale, and I could not taste it.
You sure it's not like one of those things that's just supposed to add color?
It's $1,000 a pistol, and I can't tell that even if you threw $9 million worth in, you would actually taste it.
Oh, but maybe it's just a really expensive food coloring? Organic?
It's how pretentious people make money off of farmers.
Does turmeric?
No. It's how farmers make money off of pretentious people.
Does turmeric actually taste like anything, or is that mostly for color?
Turmeric,
yes.
What did you just say?
Turmeric, yes. I was curious if you were going to pick up on my gross mispronunciation of foods.
Turmeric is usually just a coloration.
I have some. I've used it.
It's powdered.
It's yellow.
It's powdered yellow food coloring. It does have a hint of flavor.
Okay.
If you were to add it to white rice, for instance, you would get yellow rice that tastes slightly different. But it's a hint. It's a hint of flavor.
But I did not ask about turmeric. I asked about turmeric. What are you saying? Just because it doesn't exist, you can't give me a flavor profile?
Oh, now I know it's a gift Jeremiah for Christmas. He wants a spice dictionary.
They have them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would actually like that.
Santa's good sense of humor. He cracked up after saying that, and I get that it's a joke, but there's probably one.
Yeah, of course there is.
But it's not helpful. It's like a picture of the spice and a description of what it goes in.
I don't like a flavor profile. Yeah,
but you know what would be the best? Scratch and sniff.
Yes,
scratch and taste and scratch and sniff, both. You literally put like a bunch of non-toxic glue, a bunch of the spice. And when you read the description of what it goes in, you can scratch your fingernail, taste your finger, taste the spice, and then also smell it on your hands and on the page.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Well, then you have
scratch and sniff spice book.
And what you could do is then on actual spices themselves, there could be one of those as well. So
on the lid,
because on the lid itself, and that way you could also take that and replace the old
ones. Or you just open
ones.
it and smell it.
Yeah.
Maybe the book's better because then you don't pre-buy.
My thought is that you're gonna run out. So of the spice.
Then you already know what it is because you've been using it.
You're gonna remember it. I mean, if you've actually used it.
I remember what chili powder tastes like.
Well, I do because I've used it a bunch. But I was just asking about turmeric, and you couldn't give me an answer about that fake spice.
I said it's a yellow food coloring that's powdered.
No, you said it about turmeric. Anyway, this is not a cooking show.
I'd like to buy Jeremiah and Scott a ceasefire. I'm gonna go in the other room.
I do not accept.
I saw the fridge was open and there's vodka in there.
Yes, I keep vodka in the fridge. That's where I do.
Not too cold, not too hot.
Yes. I know. That's Santa's always saying that about things. Anyway, we're gonna move in. We've started a new segment recently where we, for the month of December, and actually, I guess technically a little bit of November last time when we November 30th.
I'm so sorry.
Santa quotes.
Santa cracks me up so hard. I love his new catchphrase.
Not too cold and not too hot.
That's how he says when he comes up the chimney, the fire's only like embers.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. And the milk. Not too cold and not too hot. I love milky room temperature milk.
We should do a skit or a song about hipster Santa who only wants like almond milk and gluten-free cookies.
Yep.
And also, like the vodka has to be made locally.
Does these cookies have nuts in
That's
them?
how it ends. Yeah, that's how it ends. That's not funny. I can hear you from the kitchen.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Good vodka.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. You got that for you brought that yourself. Actually, he's a drunk.
I can't find a glass, but it came in one, so I'm lucky. I guess.
Technically, that's a glass.
Oh, I'm a lucky big boy.
Yes, you are.
Wow, he took his pants off.
He's a very drunk, obese man in my house.
This is gonna get.
And here's the thing. I don't know if he's actually Santa. He just showed up and was like, "I'm Santa" with a bottle of vodka, a dirty Santa hat. I'm Santa. You're just saying it doesn't prove anything. Like, I don't know.
I have white ball hair. See?
Oh, Jesus.
Would anyone who's not Santa have white ball hair?
Yeah, anybody with like white ball hair has white ball hair. Anyway, he's got a dirty Santa hat too, which I do not think is in line with what Santas have.
Yeah, we had a talk about that earlier tonight. When
Don't trust a man in a dirty Santa hat. Oh,
or costume in general.
I'm gonna actually write that down at the bottom because I actually like that as like a name of a song at some point, maybe.
No, you never trust a man in a dirty Santa hat or uniform. It's dirty for a reason. Real Santas, fake Santas, and real Santas wash their uniforms. They look pristine. It's all pillowy white.
The mall Santas do because that's part of their job. Like they're expected. It's like if you go up to a steakhouse with a dirty suit, you don't want to do that.
You look homeless or deranged or like a murderer.
Yeah, and a homeless Santa is not a good Santa.
Yeah, like what's that axe for? Well, opening gifts.
Yes, of course.
No. I feel like
my gift is your head.
I feel like you're gonna murder us or the laundromat who can't handle your whites.
Yes. We were talking about a new before Santa got all funny and shit and totally just threw us off our game.
He's drunk pantsless in the kitchen right now. Literally, I can see his balls.
I know. Well, he took them out and then passed out with them.
Wait. Can I rephrase that? I can see Santa's sack from here.
Yes. Yeah.
I just want to.
And there are no gifts in there that you want.
Sorry, that was a bad joke on my part, but I had to.
Yeah, that is the first drum roll we've done after a joke because that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
You needed a cue.
You wanted to say something before we get into our movie picks for the month?
No, that was what I was trying to get into.
I know. I like to undercut you. It's fun.
That was a new segment that we've been working on as of last week. We started it. It's gonna go continue.
Called Scott Undercuts Jer.
It's gonna continue all through until Christmas, and this is just because the Halloween season is over. It has been for some people for a couple of months. For us, it never ends. There's a lot of great holiday horror movies, and granted, not as many for Thanksgiving, so there's not as much for us to talk about there. But Christmas ones all over the place. Everything from Christmas and Krampus and stuff like that have created these.
Did you say from Christmas to Krampus?
Yes,
I like that.
Yeah, from Christmas to Krampus.
I sound like I was gonna give you shit. Props.
No, it's true because the Krampus
to harken
Krampus
back
Day,
to the age of ska. Props.
Cool. Well, cool is, I guess, something people say nowadays, too. So I guess I wasn't being funny. Anyway, so yeah, from Christmas to Krampus, because Krampus Day, and as is the actual St. Nicholas Day in like the Netherlands and other parts of the world as well.
December 5th for Krampus, December 6th for Nicholas Day.
Yeah, and it differs in different parts of the world. I believe in the Netherlands, it's actually the 5th is the St. Nicholas Day itself.
Yeah. So if you're
most
listening
of the rest
to
of
this,
the world is the 6th.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, both of these events have passed, unfortunately, and I hope you all had a joyous Krampus Day.
Just like a day, or you if you listen to it right off the bat.
And before we get into this too deep,
days.
if anyone's curious, what is Krampus Day? you're listening to us on probably a phone, most likely. Google it, or do one better. Go back to this exact date-ish, give a couple days because calendars change.
Yep.
And look for the past 3 years where we did Krampus specials
every
year.
Yep.
No Krampus special this year.
No, but
I think the well is dry.
But we are actually going to discuss something in the movie segment. I figured, Scott, you can go first because it's so topical in this case, and you're
Sure. My
about...
movie pick for this December for horror is Krampus, which came out in 2015.
There have been a couple of movies about Krampus and even named Krampus. You're specifically talking about the comedy horror from 2015 with Adam Scott and
Scott,
and of course the wonderful Toni Collette, who is in all the Oscar buzz about her awesome role in Hereditary. So it's got some A-level material here.
Yep. Here's the IMDb description of it, which probably puts this best. When his dysfunctional family... Wait, let me start over.
Yeah, there you go.
When his dysfunctional family clashes over the holidays, young Max is disillusioned and turns his back on Christmas. Little does he know, this lack of festive spirit has unleashed the wrath of Krampus. A demonic force of ancient evil intent on punishing non-believers. All hell breaks loose as beloved holiday icons take on monstrous life of their own, laying siege to the fractured family's home, forcing them to fight for each other if they hope to survive. I only stuttered there once because the alliteration was astounding and my brain literally had a small orgasm over it.
Yeah, it was good. It's good
The
stuff.
fractured family's home, forcing them to fight.
Yep.
I love alliteration, and my
Me
brain
too.
was like...
It's one of my favorite word plays. No, braingasm.
Yeah.
Wordgasm. Diction.
Did you yell for me?
No, we didn't.
I heard orgasm.
No, we didn't.
My
yell for you.
sack is full of gifts.
I don't want them.
Does anyone want my presents?
Not at all.
I have so many presents.
Moving on to... Oh, shit.
I ran out of vodka.
No,
Can
really?
I sit in on the show, little boys?
No, you cannot.
I'd like to sit on your lap, Jeremiah.
You are 450 pounds. I have no idea how you even got into this house.
My pants are off. I weigh at least 1 pound lighter.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying that because you've also drank an entire fifth of vodka.
It looks like your chimney is ready for me.
I don't think it is. No, you cannot come down or up my chimney.
I'm just gonna sit under the table and eat these cookies I found.
That's nope.
They were in a Ziploc bag in the freezer.
Yeah.
Let's see how this plays out. Oh, ho, ho.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's let it ride.
You know,
So,
he's being quiet. Well,
honestly,
I mean, now he's being quiet.
If he has the experience I've had on those kind of cookies, man, he's just gonna huddle in a corner vomiting for about 3 hours.
I just hope you keep like normal Chips Ahoy's in baggies in the freezer to keep them air quote fresh because they already come like stale as fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you buy the soft ones.
Yeah. Well, what I do is I pour
the
water
soft
on
ones
them.
scare me. What makes them soft?
They never get unsoft either. You can't staleify them.
But and if you microwave them, they kind of taste like heaven.
Yeah.
The microwave a bunch of those soft Chips Ahoy's for like 30 seconds. And
I mean,
eat
it's
them.
all chemicals, but you know what? Sometimes chemicals taste good. You know?
Yep. All right, so you're up.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to actually talk about...
watch Krampus.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. And,
It's on Shudder, I believe. No.
Right now it's not. It's actually, I checked, and it's you can rent it places. And of course, you can have people who are clever can...
I would say go on Amazon and buy it because it's. I've watched it.
And the rental
5
prices,
times.
honestly, and the rental prices are like $2, which means the buying price is probably upwards of $8 digitally, or you can get a DVD for like $2.99.
Yeah, eBay you can probably get it for $2. Amazon probably for $5.
Totally worth it. It's one of those.
I've watched it 5 times.
Christmas classics,
and it's been out for 3 years.
Yeah, that you could definitely watch like time and time again. I've watched it every year so far. Not this year actually. So
I will watch it this year. I might even watch it
tomorrow
tomorrow
night. I plan on watching
night.
that. I plan on watching your last pick. Better Watch Out again this year as well.
Yeah, I watched that
week.
last night for the second time. In 2 years.
Yeah, that one's quite
some movies are just that good.
Yep. It's so mine comes to us from Amsterdam. It's a Dutch dark horror comedy by the director Dick Maas. Called Sint or Saint in English. And
I'm translating the titles for the listener in Sweden.
In Sweden. Good.
Or Dutchland.
Dutchland. And, Netherlands would be fine. That's
the ultra white north.
This comes out of the Netherlands, and so anyway, this takes place on St. Nicholas Day in Amsterdam, And the movie, this isn't about the real St. Nicholas, but in the movie, St. Nicholas was actually a bishop that murdered children, but they covered that up because it became such a marketable, such a commodity. But in the past, he was actually murdered by his village people. This is the first scene in the movie, so I'm not spoiling anything whatsoever. It's the first scene that you see, and it's in the synopsis. But every time the full moon falls on December 5th, which is when they celebrate St. Nicholas Day in the Netherlands, the St. Nicholas comes back sort of zombified with his cast of Black Peters. If you remember, Black Peter is these pretty racist tradition up in the Netherlands where they put on blackface because they're almost all white, and they run around as Black Peter, which is St. Nicholas's little, essentially elf helpers. So there's a whole army of them in Saint.
It'd be racist if Black Peter was originally a black person who was helping Santa. Since it's a monster that's characterized as being black skin tone and elfish, like I've seen a lot of horror movies where there's like a black elf or a black demon.
It is true. It's true.
Technically,
but these
it's not racist.
But the people are painting
but it looks
themselves
super
in
racist.
Blackface. Yes,
it'd be like a black family. That needs to be a movie right there. Black Peter the movie. All right, before you go on with yours, I'm going to do a bit of content for your movie thing.
Yeah.
A Black Family Vacations in Newfoundland.
It's called Black Family Vacation.
Where was it? Norfolk?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. New Jersey?
Actually, it's funny. We have a Norfolk story coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Say a black family decides to vacation in the Netherlands. The dad's like a tech guy. The mother owns an online business. They make a lot of money. They go up to the Netherlands. They want to spend Christmas there. Suddenly, everyone in town is running around in blackface.
Yeah, like they're like
it's like
there are
Get
far
Out.
more Black Peters.
It's like Get Out, but they're just horrified by their insensitivity, which technically isn't insensitivity, but can be perceived as such.
Well, and that's why like it's come under fire a little bit recently. They're like, you're clearly wearing blackface. We're like, yes, but I'm not portraying an African American. So is it really the same thing? So that's been the controversy up there. But anyway, so. St. Nicholas and his band of multiple Black Peters, his sidekicks, come back and just start slaying everybody in sight. They want to try to kill as many children as possible, but obviously adults get in the way of doing that. And they go on a rampage and kill as many people as possible. And of course, it's up to some people, to a very small group of people who actually believe this is happening, to fix it. And of course, most people are like, no, that's just bullshit. There's just a maniac on the loose. It's got some very cool imagery. It's just a fun movie. It's by the director Dick Moss, which I mentioned before. And oddly enough, or I should say coincidentally enough, Shudder recently released two of his other movies, which were relatively hard to find earlier than just recently when they popped back up on Shudder, called The Lift, or De Lift, and Amsterdam, which came out in the early 80s. The Saint came out in 2010, which was his return to horror, and I found that on Hulu, and you can, of course, rent it in places as well, but Hulu, you can stream it for, I won't say free because you pay for it, but you know what I mean. Fun movie, totally a good one if you don't mind some subtitles. It's just pure fun. It's a little bit of teen horror, a little bit of horror comedy, all good stuff.
Excellent.
Saint. Good.
All right, what are we going to roll into next year?
Well, let's see. You know what? I'm just going to do a quick new segment, another new segment, because I think our other stories are relatively short. In fact, one of them is not even a story. So I'm just going to do a quick new segment that we may or may not bring back as the holiday season rolls along. And this one is called Lost Gift Ideas. And this is just going to be, we don't even need to create new content of this one, because this is actually just a separate segment from Web Droppings, where I'm going to bring to the table, if you have that person who has everything, and you're like, what do I get them? They're rich, or they say like, I don't need things and material goods and stuff. And you're like, well, I fucking need to buy you something for Christmas. We're going to bring to the table some weird ideas that they will never have known even existed, or that are something they would never have thought about that you can surprise them with. And this first one is powdered placenta capsules. Caplets is fine too. This is where we're talking about the Norfolk coming back into the play. This is a Norfolk mom who at one point was putting her old placenta through the through the blender with some berries and whatnot, because it is this thing where women who have recently given birth will sometimes eat their placenta, cook it, or in this case, she blended it up and drank it in multiple drinks, things like that. While technically, possibly a form of cannibalism, it's also something that is not really considered bad for you, and some people believe that it has positive.
It's cannibalism.
It is technically cannibalism, actually. I was looking at the definition of it, but they were saying technically then somebody who swallows semen could also be technically considered because it's organic material from a man's body. So it is considered matter from a human.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be in the guy's body.
It's not. Okay. Hey, Santa, just put a, something about...
The goal of semen is to leave. The goal of the rest of your tissue and matter is to stay.
But not placenta. The goal of placenta is to also leave. Technically,
fine. We just found the loophole.
And technically, the placenta belongs to the fetus and not the mother. They said that's how they figured.
Yeah, we just found the loophole.
It's sort of what people would consider an egg white.
If the matter is supposed to leave the body, it's not cannibalism. If it's supposed to stay with the body and you take it from the body, you are a cannibal.
You're just making up your own definition of cannibalism.
I need my life to work in a certain way since I don't have faith. Otherwise, I am fucked.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You can eat your placenta if you want. It's yours. It belonged to you and your baby. If you want to do it, it does. It's not like eating human flesh, which can actually cause the really crazy diseases that fucking will ruin your life and turn you crazy. This is fine, and there's no real proof it necessarily improves postpartum symptoms, but some women believe it does, and if you do it and it feels like it really does, then technically it works, and fucking grind away and do it. This woman is making it easier for you. She's putting it into powdered capsules so you can take them every day.
For the listener out there, rewind the show 5 minutes.
What?
Start this segment over, and every time Jeremiah says "eat your own placenta," replace the word with semen, and just listen back to everything that was just said.
Here's an empty promise we won't get to. For our patreon.com/lost at home listeners. At some point, I just want to remix that one segment and just overdub it with semen, just for that.
It becomes a whole new conversation.
I was wondering why you were finding this relatively dry story.
I was sitting here crying, laughing, because in my head every time you said, "When you eat your own semen."
Yeah. Because, and here's the thing, is one is definitely more, if you talk about eating your own placenta, there's definitely...
Yeah, but you got so scientific, too, with it. Yes. I'm like, Jesus fucking
all you can hear is me talking about eating my own semen. Yeah. I would, I appreciate that. But anyway, this woman, this mother from Norfolk is actually for 200. I believe in this case it would be pounds. In this case, so a little bit more than $200, depending on where the dollar and pound stand together. But and I'm guessing they're not euros at this point. But anyway, for a relatively low sum of money, you can get your placenta powdered and ground into these little capsules that you can take multiple times a day, three capsules a day.
Sorry, I'm mouthing the word semen every time he says placenta.
3 capsules of powdered placenta a day.
And your own powdered semen.
Yep.
Because who has time to arc?
And all that mess all over your face, nobody needs to clean up at work. Ugh. And you can't find a bathroom or a stall with enough room to arc properly.
Sick of having to put your dog in a kennel for the night because he likes licking your face when you're done.
Well, worry no more with powdered cum tablets. That's right, we went from semen to cum, because fuck you, who cares? Anyway, so...
Did someone say Jer wants semen for Christmas? No, wait, Santa, no, I thought he was eating those cookies. Yeah. Hey, Santa, how are those cookies doing under the table for you? Oh no, I've eaten a lot of them, and I had some of this clear milk that was in the fridge next to the vodka. It said vodka.
Oh yeah, that's the vodka milk.
Yeah, that's actually another bottle of vodka.
It was, yeah. You're literally drinking all my vodka.
All right.
Well. Anyway,
I feel numb.
So let's
ignore him. Let's ignore him.
Well, I actually was going to ask Santa if somebody put powdered placenta or powdered cum tablets on their Christmas list, would you get that for them? Would you be able to market that or manufacture that, I should say, at the North Pole?
Technically, I can, but they have to make their own. It's your own placenta.
Oh, true, yeah,
Or
yeah.
your own semen.
Otherwise, it's just a sex crime being committed. If you just
we
send
have
the
a lot
powdered
of elves,
scum
and
to...
they're always fucking and sucking. I have to go around with a long stick and just separate them. I'm like, no.
There's a big old elf orgy up there.
They stop and they build a toy, and then they sometimes turn around with that toy and go, you want this toy in you? And they're like, oh, I'd like that toy in me.
Oh, wait, so you're saying that some kids at home are getting like a little toy train that may have been up multiple elves' asses?
You never know what you get from Santa. I say no gift's a bad gift.
Well, a gift that's been up somebody's ass might be a bad gift. Unless it's meant to be there. But these are children you're talking about.
Listen, Jer,
Yes.
none of this.
None of
We're
this.
not doing this tonight.
You're starting to feel those cookies. That's definitely a cookie saying. We're not doing this tonight. I don't do
Santa
Christmas.
don't play that, homie.
All right. Well, you
Oh.
get back out of that table. Finish those cookies.
Wait, I found one more in my beard. I have a very luscious beard. Hold on.
You don't have to eat it in front of the mic, bud. Just get back out of the table.
Oh! Santa spun. I'm gonna play Red Dead on the couch. Later, Padre.
Cool.
Wow, I mean, if we have to... Hey, if we got rid of him that way...
Santa's pretty cool.
I didn't even know you had Red Dead in your system. I think he's about to get into your account. He
He could literally just buy it off the App Store right now. I mean, the PS4, the PlayStation Store.
You're all
There we go.
logged in and
Boom.
everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. There's nothing.
He is literally going to make a cowboy that looks like Santa. You know that. Shirtless Santa.
You know what?
Shirtless Santa.
I would fucking die if he does that. It's worth the, $60 to buy that right now.
Fat fucking
Just
shirtless.
fat with a dirty old fucking skeevy.
Joke's on him. Online mode is so hard to buy things with. You will never get fat. You will always be anorexic in that game.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Like fucking...
Anorexic Santa.
Yeah. You got any crack? I'll suck your dick for crack. I'll put this train up your
Actually,
ass.
that'd be just as funny. Crackhead Santa. You can grow a beard big enough to be a Santa beard.
Yeah.
And you can go, I think, all the way close to white with the color of your beard.
Cool.
So if he does that, I need to see it. And if he does that, we'll put it up online. Lost on Podcast at the Lost on Twitter. Lost on Podcast on Facebook. Hit up the fan group. Join it. It's request only.
You may get
We
a Red
talk
Dead
pretty
Redemption Santa. You know, here's the thing.
be on there.
Yeah, I might actually, when I do finally get the Red Dead, because I'm behind the times. My plan is to get it in for my brother for Christmas and then steal it from him when he's done with it. I'm going to get the hard copy for once. Although I might not want to wait and just buy 2 copies instead.
I'd say buy 2.
I do want to play.
One of the best parts of the online mode is making your character. Like my friend who has a beefcake shirtless Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. Gyllenhaal, there you go. Yeah, Gyllenhaal eating his turmeric. Oh, I'm Jake Gyllenhaal for turmeric brand turmeric.
You know how your last name denotes your family's past profession?
Yeah.
They were Gyllenhaals from way back.
We had a hall full of Glillens. What the fuck is a Glillen? Our guess is as good as mine. We didn't make a lot of money with our hall. We sort of just came up with a name first and then thought we'd reverse engineer it, but then we all got drunk.
I believe a Gyllenhaal in the 1800s was when you roped off the entire hall like a spider web using clothesline and then greased the floor.
Okay.
And take out all the light bulbs.
That was a Gyllenhaal, wasn't it?
That's a Gyllenhaal if I've ever seen one. Where's the bathroom? Third door to the left. All right. Slip, slam, choke, fall, slam, slip, fall.
Yeah, always a party at the Gyllenhaals. Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a good kid.
That's why his face looks that way.
Handsome.
Yeah. He was born ugly as fuck. He fell down the pretty tree. You in every branch of that there pretty tree.
He ain't no Gyllenhaal anymore. He's a Gyllenhaal now.
You get out of here. You go to California and be one of them pretty boys in them moving pictures.
Yeah, I want you to go fuck Heath Ledger a little more there, pretty boy. Yeah, that's right. Suck on him.
Why don't you just
suck on him and let us watch. We wouldn't like that at all, would we? No, us Gyllenhaals are better than you Gyllenhaals now. That's what your name is, Gyllenhaal.
Yep, just go out there and make your millions and then afford that mansion. Don't invite us.
Oh, yeah.
Get that swimming pool shaped like Ryan Gosling and you swim in his mouth.
You swim in his mouth. Deep in his throat. You find that deepest spot of the gosling throat, and you just dive in. Oh, you pretty boy, and your gosling loving ways. Yes, right, you pretty boy. And that's some content, I guess. Those are the Gyllenhaals.
We made something.
Let's try to make some more in web droppings.
Web dropping.
And some of these are reindeer droppings.
Jingle, 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 jingle. Web droppings. I'm part of the show. Web droppings.
You know what? I don't think I'm leaving the show anytime soon. Granddaddy Gyllenhaal's here to stay.
Well, you know,
Give us some of that moonshine, folks.
if we had to have an extra guest in this show, thank you, Santa.
What that fat fuck doing over there?
I love that he interjects whatever the fuck he wants, but now he's playing Red Dead and won't talk to us.
Well, I'm taking a vodka right out of his hands. What old Daddy Gyllenhaal did. What we got here for web droppings here?
First story, web droppings. Bad Santa. Florida deputies arrest registered sex offender accused of working as a Santa for hire.
Hey, you know, being born a Gyllenhaal makes you automatically forced to register as a sex offender down in the South. Because we come out of the womb just licking and sucking and fucking, because that's the way we do it down in Gyllenhaal country. That's Alabama, by the way.
I feel like I'm playing Red Dead right now.
Well,
I literally do. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about because we don't got video games back in olden times.
But you literally have olden times.
Oh yeah, well I live in olden times. Yes, of course.
You literally have olden times.
Yeah, it's olden times.
Literally all you have. That and blind people from drinking moonshine.
Oh yeah, no, we got blind people. They start blind, and sometimes they get cured from drinking the moonshine. But mostly, people get blind from drinking the moonshine. That's the way it goes.
Now, this story comes out of Florida. 40-year-old Robert Kendall.
Oh, Florida, right down my country there.
He uses the name Santa Bob. Not cool.
Yeah, no, Santa Bob probably wears a dirty Santa hat.
Oh my God. Talking about that earlier?
Oh yeah. Come stain in a dirt-filled Santa hat. That's for sure.
No, this is definitely a dirty Santa suit motherfucker. He had a photo of him dressed up as Santa Claus with a child on his lap in his Craigslist ad where he asked for him to be a party Santa. Can I go to your party? Can I show up to your house?
What kind of party is be here?
Well, I'm guessing Christmas parties.
Okay, yep. No, that makes sense. I'm just going.
Like, do you have anything to add?
No, Granddaddy Gyllenhaal's with you the whole way, brother.
Now, he's a registered sex offender who was convicted of sexually assaulting a child under the age of 12 back in 1993.
Oh boy, that ain't right. That ain't right at all.
93. That's
back in 93. That means a person's old enough to not be technically a minor no more, so they should have their sentence waived. That's the way we do it in Alabama. Once a person becomes old enough to then not have been molested, if you would molested them today, they would no longer be molested now.
That is gross and brilliant.
Yeah, well, you know, I do work in the court system. I'm one of the more intelligent
I fucked that
ones.
kid when he was 10. I did an 8-year sentence. He's 18.
He's 18 now, so I'm out. Yeah, that's right. That's why you're best actually to wait till, you only got to do a couple years in the slammo if you go get them when they're about 14.
That's like if you're with someone, like, personally, like your partner.
Hey,
they show you a picture of them underage and you jerk off to it. Is that wrong? Because they're now X age and they were before.
It is wrong. It's
Y age,
absolutely wrong.
Young.
Yes, it's absolutely wrong.
Is it wrong?
It is wrong, absolutely, yes.
Is it wrong?
It is even wrong for Alabama standards. So, chew on that grits, won't you there, Scott?
I don't know why you guys are talking like that.
What's that fat fuck doing?
I'm trying to shoot up a cowboy.
Well, like heroin style, or you mean shoot?
I have a gun. I can't afford ammo. I just want to put something in him.
Well, you just do you, Santa Claus, yeah?
I'm going back in. Turtle Beach headset on. Leave me alone. I have a hard week after next week.
Okay, well, a couple weeks from now, you got to work for one night. I understand that. Come on.
So, I guess we had clarifications. It is not okay to jerk off to someone who you know in adult age.
No, that is
when
wrong
they're underage.
For even Alabama standard.
You cannot insert anything into a cowboy if you run out of bullets, because I believe that's rape.
Well, depends on what it is, yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a thing called cowboy candy, which is you insert a candied cucumber up in the butt of a tasty little
I believe that's called pickling.
Heath Ledger looking or a Gosling looking motherfucker.
Your references are very up to date for someone from.
I was hearing you talking about my great grandson Gyllenhaal.
Fair enough.
You call Gyllenhaal now.
You might have thrown one too many greats on there, though.
Well, I can't keep track of things so much. What with the drinking and the tuberculosis.
Now, the third thing that's not right
My
is
brain's
showing
bleeding.
up.
Yeah, bleeding right now. My brain is.
Now, the third thing that's not cool here is, out of all the things we just mentioned that are not good, is that you can't show up to a party dressed as a Santa.
No, that's the worst of all.
Looking for children.
You know, you want to rape a child. That's one thing, but you don't show up as Santa Claus being like, "I got your gift right here. I got your gift right here," and then make them sit on your lap. You don't want to do that. That's terrible because that's disgracing the sanctity of Santa Claus.
Now, especially you don't want to do that when the police set up a sting for you.
Oh, jeez.
Which they...
Lord.
Oh, jeez, that's really...
Yeah, oh, Lord, this is going to get nasty, ain't it?
Oh, jeez.
I'm starting to feel bad for this Santa.
I want to see, like, the Chris Hannity or...
Well, I don't know your time so much because I'm from the older day, but I think you mean Chris Hansen. Yeah. I think that just sounds better than Chris Hannity, which just sounds like a ridiculous name. What kind of man's name is Hannity?
Chris Hannity just looks for other pedophiles. It's more of a meetup.
Yeah, it's a meet and greet.
It's a meet and meet.
Yeah, it's a meet and meet.
We're all meeting. Where's the meat?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a pedo roundup is what they call it back in down in Alabama. Also called family reunion. Bing bang bong. Ka-chook. That's a joke. It's the Alabama joke right there.
Police arrested this man after he showed up to a sting where they set up a fake holiday party asking for his services, and when he showed up, they cuffed and stuffed him. My only thought on this is it sounds like he's trying to be a pedophile hard.
Yeah.
But if the party didn't have any, say, like, fake kids, like mannequins or actors.
Boy, you think you'd be tricked by a mannequin?
I know.
You don't think they tried that one on me before?
I felt a stiff lap before, and I know a stiff lap when I see one.
Oh, that's right. I've been fucking this kid for 14 minutes, and I'm pretty sure this is a mannequin. But just in case it ain't, I'm gonna keep going. That's what old man Santa used to say there.
Deputies arrested him.
I don't even know where I'm from.
He arrived at the stage party wearing full costume, red suit, black boots, fake white beard.
Yeah,
everything.
I know what Santa looks like. There's one passed out on the couch over there.
No, my deal is he's a registered sex offender. He did his time. Maybe he's rehabilitated, but I don't think sex offenders rehabilitate.
I don't think they do. No,
I don't think you do.
I can tell you. We got plenty of in my family, and they're just always out there scouring for young sneers all the time. Now,
my only hope is that they get him arrested with probable cause based on there maybe being the hint of the kid there. So at least it's not like, well, I just came to this adult Christmas party.
And it's filled with wine coolers.
Well, he can literally be a dude who's like, I'm rehabilitated. I have a Santa outfit. I like doing this. It's an adult party. You're all adults. Why am I being arrested?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that's the problem there. But
I'm not trying to be on the side of the sex offender. I'm just hoping that they did
a loophole.
I hope they did the arrest right.
Yeah, you'll go loophole, not poop hole. That's what I always say. Just like what do you always say, Santa? Not too hot.
Not too hard.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, there we go. That's a Santa.
Sometimes an icicle doesn't melt enough in your asshole, and you have to leave it in for a minute without moving it. You can't wiggle it. You can't wiggle it.
What kind of
cold? You have to wait for it to actually melt to the size you want to be violated with.
Okay, yeah. Well, I appreciate the tip I never asked for.
You better not cry.
I will.
You better not scream. It's gonna melt. You know what I mean. Oh.
Well, he didn't even. Well, all right.
I really don't even know what he was going for there. Actually, can you the great grandfather of can you not engage Santa?
I realized that was a terrible mistake right off the bat.
He's very high. Huh? He's very drunk, and he's building a character in Red Dead that is I'm looking over your shoulder right now, Jer.
Yeah.
He somehow has cracked the code. He's gone off the map.
Oh yeah.
Like you can be in the grid, you can play with it by the rules. He has a character that is somehow zebra striped. He's naked. You're not allowed to be naked in the game. He's got a pot belly, but he's also anorexic.
It's like he's figured out some hacks or something.
He's got a mohawk that's white. He's got a soul patch. Oh, Santa, soul patch. No. And he apparently has 9 people chained up behind him by the neck.
Yeah, no, that's... that's just his He's looking into his workshop. He's actually just Skyping in.
Oh
Holy
my fucking
shit.
God, that's Skype.
That's Skype to his workshop.
Oh my fucking God.
He's doing work right now. I
But
feel bad.
who's on the screen posing as him that the elves think is
It's
him?
Ms. Claus.
Oh no.
Mrs. Claus.
She looks really good.
She looks fucking fine.
That's
actually.
fucking hot.
Yeah, she's
I like the
fine.
pot belly with the anorexia. It really gets me turned on.
Yeah, the body dysmorphia stuff again.
Yeah, it's
There
like
you go.
it's like we don't feed you enough, but also we don't give you enough water.
Yeah, I like them distended bellies too down there in Alabama. We used to starve people just to get them distended bellies out there, while their little twig arms would wrap around me just like that. It feel real good. Yeah, the little twig arms, snap them like a little twig, but the big old bellies, I just drink a cream on it off. I'm gonna leave now because I'm bored of this show. See you later now, bye.
Bye. Later, partner.
That was Granddaddy Glillenhall.
I really appreciated him stepping in. That was good. That was
Yeah,
nice.
I was nice to hear from.
I don't know why he had to do that. I'm playing a cowboy game, and it was confusing to hear the dialogue on screen, and then the dialogue off screen.
Well, hey, we got a chance to get somebody from the olden times.
Oh, it messed up my KD. Santa, we literally just saw you Skyping to your workshop where your wife is chained to a bunch of elves. She looks poorly fed. She looks sickly. She has a mohawk.
Yeah.
She dresses how she wants.
Yes.
I don't tell her what to do unless she does something I don't want her to do. Santa, no. Go back to Red Dead. Can you just get off Skype? Yeah, click.
Yep.
It's the right button. No more right of that.
There's
One
two
more.
buttons. There's two buttons.
One more. There. Okay. We're off Skype.
Wait, was he? He was on the. Oh,
I'm waiting for the TV to reboot to make sure he's actually being a good boy.
Cool.
I know what good boys are. You don't have to tell me. Well, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I see Red Dead on the screen now. Also, his Red Dead character looks a lot like his wife in his slave shop.
I know. I thought he was. It's a slave shop. Yeah. You kidding? Those elves aren't getting paid.
It's a slave shop. Yeah, I don't want him to hear. He's over on the couch.
Hey, Santa, you own a slave shop. He's got his headphones on.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. He does not.
They're not plugged in.
Oh, okay. I
wear them to keep my ears warm.
I got earmuffs.
I have reverse diabetes. Things go cold and numb from the top down.
I don't think that's technically reverse diabetes, which isn't a thing.
Most people lose feet. I'm gonna lose my ears.
Yeah, no, I got the reference, the comedic reference there, but I'm just saying I don't think reverse diabetes is a thing, and if it was, it would be the opposite of diabetes, not just that you lose limbs from the top down. I don't think that's how it works.
What?
he's having a fun time. It's Santa Claus.
What?
Boy, fat shamed by Santa. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back just long enough to actually talk about Santa again.
Okay.
Well, dude, just unplug your headphones again.
It's either the unplugged headphones that also double as earmuffs.
Yeah,
like they're covering sound.
Actually, I walk to work with like good headphones on. I don't need a hat or anything because they double as earmuffs.
Or it's his reverse diabetes,
which he says is a thing.
Ears.
Which he says is a thing, and that's fine. Anyway, so there's a story about a poor child who was fat shamed by Santa. And the way this works, this is a very short non-story. I don't even know, like, I mean, I guess really the content could be that this could just happen during one of those, like, Will Ferrell Santa movies. I think he's made 7 or something. So this poor little kid, Anthony Mays.
9 years old.
9 years old.
His mother, Ashley, 12 years old.
Well, wait a minute. I'm back. I heard something sexy about 12-year-old giving birth to 9-year-old there. Yeah, that ain't right neither. That even wrong for Alabama.
No, you're right. Actually, mathematically, it'd be a 3-year-old giving birth to a 0-year-old.
Yes, and believe me, well, usually you give birth to 0-year-olds. You usually don't give birth to more than that. They usually start at 0. And if you gave birth to a 9-year-old, you might want to check your mathematics.
No, Ashley's name is her age is not in this story, but she's the mother of Anthony Mays 9.
So they went to essentially a mall Santa.
A mall.
Yes, and they were just like, all right, go sit on Santa's lap, the little 9-year-old.
Sure, let me stand on this. Ready? Because the kid's about to ask for something.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna just say.
Because we can do the rest of the story doing it back and forth.
Hi, Santa.
What do you want?
Cool. I'm not gonna say you seem a little brown for a Santa, but I'm just saying.
I washed my outfit. It's white as you.
No, I'm just saying like maybe I just thought Santa.
What do you want, little boy? Santa's got a lot of gifts to give you.
I thought Santa would look a little less immigrant-y. You know?
Do you want a wall, little boy, or do you want something real?
I get it. I'm racist. What I want to do is I would like an iPod Touch because this is 2018, and I would like a drone so
also
I can.
Because it's 2018.
Yes, because I'm hoping to put the iPod Touch on the drone and bring music to all the boys and girls, and also to spy on my neighbors and maybe bomb a person.
You know, little boy, you get what you want. I'm going to give all of that to you. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to give you a little bit of advice.
What's that? Be good next year?
Lay off the hamburgers, the french fries, the churros, the chorizo, the habaneros.
Santa, are you making up food terms, or am I just lacking a spice dictionary?
Burrito.
No, I don't have a food dictionary.
Burrito is the best food you can get. It's a hamburger and a burrito, and you cook it on the engine of a '87 Pinto. You just rev the engine so the burger's done cooking.
I can't tell where you're from, Santa Claus. And scene. So if you didn't hear that there, Santa told the kid the real thing was mostly what we
hamburgers and french fries.
Lay out the hamburgers and french fries.
And the hamburritos.
Yes. The hamburritos may have been a figment
hamburger and a burrito that you cook on the engine block of an 82 Pinto.
That was our new content for this specific story.
We could open a food truck that is
hamburritos,
hamburgers.
That sounds good.
Cheese, beans, burrito shells, and a Pinto.
So you just totally just described a burrito because you know that hamburger meat, like beans. You just like a hamburrito is just a burrito, but now cooked on an engine of a Pinto.
Yeah, that's what makes it cool. It's like hipsters.
Okay,
they used to exist, but don't anymore. Hopefully.
Hipsters don't exist anymore?
Oh my god, in like 10 years there are going to be so many aging hipsters with so many gray twirly mustaches waxed to hardness.
They're going to look back on their lives and they're still going to be doubling down on all the stupid shit that they love. But
remember when I loved all those albums no one ever heard of? It's amazing how none of them got big and no one still knows them.
The problem is that...
Remember when I bought that tambourine to play at your funeral? You haven't died yet, and it's not cool anymore, so we need to come up with a new plan.
I'm curious, actually, if the hipsters of the future will latch on to the stuff that the hipsters of the past latched onto, and therefore the hipsters of the past will feel like posers because
here's our new content. Here's our new content. It's just ideas. I think the next hipsters might be tech hipsters.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool to walk around with like a Google Glass. An original iPod
Touch.
Yep. No, there's a lot of retro.
I actually have
retro game systems.
I have one of the original iPods that is like a fucking inch thick.
Me too. I kept all my old tech. I have my pager from 1996.
This is kicking down only because
I have my Nokia from 1997.
Only because I wanted to be like responsible, and I'm like, someday I'll dispose of these.
No. At this point, they're collectibles.
No, that's the thing. It's like, I'm glad I actually kept them, and I didn't do any e-waste, and I just moved with these boxes of shit for so long.
Yeah, you might get cancer from it sitting in a display case, going like, look at my wall of history.
I'm gonna get cancer from something anyway.
The shelves are like bowing, and the glass is warping. Yeah. You're like, I should be fine. They're taking the radiation. I can't.
Yeah. They're pretty much carrying
You can
cancer.
tell the glass is working when it warps and melts.
It's pretty much curing cancer. Yeah, so I think that pretty much gets us through our reindeer droppings for the week. Do we have time for...
your show over?
Do we have time for one more story or what?
I don't know. I'm not part of the podcast. I have to sit in the living room and not touch the water that's not vodka.
Yeah, no, there's a reason I'm not asking you. No, actually, we do not. We are actually going to go out on a song this week after the skit that we're about to do. So I think actually we're pretty good with the show. We can just kind of sign off with our...
We're good, right? Yeah. Santa, you're all good? I'm drunk.
I'm good, yeah. In case you was wondering.
I was wondering too. Are you okay?
Yeah,
you seem pretty old. Do you need a chair?
Yeah. No, we're good. I've been good standing here.
Your good standing has been shaking against the wall for like an hour.
Well, yeah, I'm 440 years old now, or 200 years. I can't remember.
I'm way older, and look at my belly.
I'm not comparing belly there. Come on.
I am.
Fair enough. All right.
Well, I guess that was a fight that we didn't need to ever hear.
Yeah, it was actually a very lame fight against two very old centuries old. That's what a century old fight actually looks like.
Oh, now they're sucking each other off in a 69 position on the floor.
Shit.
Fuck me. God damn it.
We got Granddaddy Gyllenhaal sucking off Santa Claus in the fucking
these
corner.
are your floors, so
yeah,
I don't care.
Well, you know what? Y'all gotta be cannibals over there if you suck his dick and swallow his jizz.
And before we leave you on this week, with that sucking and fucking happening next to us on the floor, make sure to hit up our Patreon, patreon.com/lostatathome. $3 a month gets you all the content we put up. Last week, we put up 5 new episodes on Patreon. So if you're not happy enough with 1 hour of us a week, definitely go to Patreon. 5 episodes went up last week alone. So make sure you hit that up. And we're all good. Get lost.
Get lost. Ever since we've been lost in this underground bunker, Jason Jr., you've been a whiny little Sheila.
Sheila? Sweet Sheila?
You see? Carrying on about that werewolf lady grow up here, man. We need to find our way out of here, and we can't do that with you acting like a little baby. I mean, I most likely could do that on my own, but you know what kind of man would I be if I left a little baby Sheila like you behind?
You don't understand, Bruce. Me and Sheila, we shared something special. We fell in love. She introduced me to her family.
What's it now? Her family?
Yes, Mama Werewolf and Daddy Airplane.
Daddy Airplane?
Yes, her father. He's an airplane, and her mother's a werewolf.
So that would make Sheila a wereplane?
Or an airwolf.
Jason, I know we need to concentrate and get out of here, and we're going to do that and all, but this is an amazing breakthrough. We need to get as much information on this as possible. This kind of revelation, a new species? Well, this could make us millions.
Millions of dollars?
Millions of dollary dues.
Not pounds?
Nah, dollary dues.
Not pounds?
Just dollary dues.
Not pounds?
So many dollary dues. 1 million of them at least. Millions being plural. Do you think you could find Sheila's family again?
I'll give it a go.
I knew St. Nicholas was not coming this year. Instead, it was a much darker, more ancient spirit, the shadow of St. Nicholas. It was Krampus.
My name is Krampus, and I like to dance. Sometimes I dance and my dick falls out, but I just go with it, I flow with it, pretend it didn't happen. Then I dribble jizz all over the dance floor. Oh, Krampus, don't you know you can't do that no more? Don't you know what year it is? You might wanna check the news, my friend. Killing kids might be okay, but you shouldn't take your dick out. Come to think of it, killing kids is also bad today. Roger that, I guess I'll change my behavior. I'll have more respect for the human beings, except for my mom, because she used to molest me. But then again, that was payback, cause I raped my dad. Oh, Christ almighty, man, I don't need to hear that. I thought I signed up for a wholesome Christmas song. I'm a demon. 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 rapes are all wrong. Molesting your father don't belong in Christmas song. and take your dick out. Oh, Krampus, you can dance the night away. Take the children as a slave. It's a very special Krampus day. I say I killed the kids I steal in my sack, but sometimes I take them home and make them rub my back.
Somehow that's worse.
But it's okay, I just kill them later. And then I put their toes inside of my butt. Oh, Krampus,